if you're a complete beginner and you're trying to find out which yoga poses to begin with, or you're trying to figure out which yoga poses to prioritize in your practice, then today's video is for you. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 8 yoga poses which are going to take less than 10 minutes of your time, but if you practice on daily basis, gonna help you in longer run. So without talking much, let's get started.
To begin with, our first pose is mountain pose. For this, we will stand on top of our mat, keeping our feet grounded on the floor or maybe feet little apart from each other as per your comfort and convenience, and stand as tall as you can, keeping palms away from your body and just normal breathing. This posture helps us in finding more stability and balance, and it corrects our standing and sitting position in our life. So Tadasana is really helpful. Now we will begin with second pose, which is also called as Marjariasana. For that, keep your knees hip width apart on the mat and place your palms just shoulder width apart. Make your alignment correct. With every inhalation, you are arching your back, let your belly relax and lift your head and tailbone up to the sky without putting any unnecessary pressure on the neck. This is cow, and with exhalation, you do the cat pose, which is tucking your chin to the chest and releasing all the neck and engaging your ab. Now with inhale again to cow pose and exhale to cat pose. Inhale again and exhale. You might extend your foot if you feel a lot of stress on them, and this asana you can repeat for 10 to 15 rounds. Third pose is warrior pose or Veerbhadrasana. For that, keep your legs 4 to 5 feet away from each other, right foot out 90 degrees, and if you are uncomfortable, bend your left foot slightly inwards and raise your arm strong parallel to the floor. And once you are ready, then bend your right knee and get into the pose. You keep breathing and hold the posture where your pelvis stays strong and neutral, hips open to the side, not in the center, fingers spread out, and you gauge at the middle of your finger. And throughout the process, you keep breathing and press your left foot down on the mat. And now change your side, left foot out, right foot turned inwards and bend, and knees are above your ankle, not beyond, not inward. This pose is best for balance and stability if practiced for 5 or more breaths. Fourth pose is back bend, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. For that, first lie down on the mat, stomach goes down, and place your palms right next to your body, next to your chest, and just get the best grip you can as shown in the video. And with inhale, you lift yourself up. You need not to go completely high. With gradual practice, when you create the flexibility in your spine, you can go high. And as you can see, keep your feet active and on the mat, and they stays pointed. And with inhale, you come up, and with exhale, you gradually with control goes down. Now inhale and come up gradually, and this time I have gone little higher than above. As you can see, my shoulders are away from my ear and shoulders rolled out, and hold for 2 or maybe 3 to 5 breaths. And once you are done, relax in Makarasana, because it's an intense stretch for our spine. Now we move ahead with our forward fold, which is also called as Paschimottanasana. For that, you sit up straight, legs in front of your body, and spine stays erect. Now inhale, raise your hand above your head, and with exhale, you fold forward. Try to grab your big toes, and if needed, bend your knees. It's okay if you cannot grab them, and stay there and keep breathing. If you're comfortable, fold ahead and drop your head down, or maybe just look towards your big toes, but the idea is to keep breathing. You can hold this posture for 3 to 5 breaths to feel the best stretch in your hamstrings. And inhale, you come up again, and with exhale, you release the posture. Now our sixth pose is twist pose, also a variation of Ardha Matsyendrasana. For that, sit up on your mat, bend your knees, place your left foot next to your right hip, and now right foot next to your left knee. We are going to twist towards our right side first. Place your left hand just elbow pressing the knee outside, and with exhale we twist towards our right side. For better support, I have kept my palm on the mat. You can, with control, you can remove the support and get into the deeper pose. And while staying twisted, we keep breathing. And now we will practice from the left side. Similarly, we change sides and place foot next to the right knee, and now we keep our right hand on top of the left knee and push it ahead, and with exhale we twist towards the left side. And you can see again I have kept my left palm on the mat for better support and greater twist. Twists are not only good for our spine, they help us in our better immune and a better digestive system, in fact in our overall health. Pose 7 is downward facing dog or Adho Mukha Svanasana. For this, come on your fours and place your hands shoulder width apart, fingers spread out, feet hip width apart or little less than that as per your comfort. And now your hips facing the ceiling. Stay in the posture for as long as you can, but keep breathing and try to engage your core and shift the weight on your heels as well as on your hands. It's okay if you cannot put your heels down on the mat, and it's okay to bend your knees if you have tight hamstrings. And once you feel uncomfortable, you can always come back to child pose for relaxation. And again, you can get into downward facing dog and hold as many breaths you can. This pose decomposes all the stress from our spine and can give a very good blood flow in our body. From downward facing dog, we move ahead to Ardha Hanumanasana, half split pose. For that, I put my knees on the mat and I'm extending my left foot ahead of my body, whereas my right knee and hip stays in the same line. Flexing my left foot towards my body and keeping it engaged and placing my palms next to my body, and I stay here for 5 to 10 breaths, or if you're comfortable you can stay more. At any point if you feel uncomfortable, use any blanket or any yoga block. And now we practice from the other side, whereas my left knee and hip stays in the same line, extending my right foot ahead of my body, flexing my right foot towards myself and staying at the position for 5 or more breaths can help us in attaining more flexibility as well as better strength in our lower body. And with this, we have covered all the 8 essential yoga poses for beginners.
I hope hope you enjoyed practicing with me on mat. If you have liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And do let me know in the comment box if you want to see such more videos. On that note, I, Malika, am signing out for today and see you in the next video. Until next time, bye.